Hi guys, welcome back. We've had a lot of talk on the channel about some big knives being banned with the new zombie knife legislation. That video's had a lot of views, and with that in mind I bring you some really small knives that hopefully will not get banned. These are super cute and super useful. Hopefully you can see that. It's a little bit glary with the light, but we'll have a quick look at these. These are from a company called Titaner, and they make EDC items obviously out of titanium, and they make a whole host of very useful small form tools all out of titanium, all looking absolutely gorgeous. And unlike some of the EDC titanium companies, these guys actually have some very reasonable prices, because you know, I really like little dinky EDC stuff, and some of the stuff is just so expensive it's beyond my capabilities or wants to buy it. If I see a tiny little knife made out of titanium or a pen and it's like $400, there's no way I'm going to spring to that. But these things are definitely within budget. I'll chuck some links down below. If you're going to buy anything, I do appreciate you using my links. That helps the channel somewhat. So they come in these dinky little metallic cases, which are pretty handy. They've got a see-through bit on top, so you could actually use these cases afterwards for some sort of storage for screws or something like that, and some little engineering bits that you've got. So this is our first knife here. Very small, as you can see. Then if we open it up, you can see it's like a replaceable little hobby knife blade that just clips on there, and then that whole thing can undo with this piece here if you so wished, but we won't bother with undoing it. And then it just folds shut like so. It's got a little spring tension to it, so it will snap shut, and it's pretty strong. You know, it holds shut, so you don't have to worry about it coming loose, and then it holds open nicely enough that it's not going to snap closed on you, and you can actually choke up on that anyway, so you know that's beyond the pivot there, so that's pretty safe to use. Very useful thing indeed for anyone who wanted to carry a useful little craft knife. You can of course carry this because it is a sub 3-inch folding blade. Put it on a keychain or something like that. If you had one of these knives, you know, one of these blades on a standard type craft knife, you couldn't just carry it around the street because that would be a fixed blade and it wouldn't fit within the UK EDC legal requirements. This one does, obviously, because it does fold up. Now it also comes with two little rings there, so you can fasten it to your keys. I'll just open those up and demonstrate. So it comes with a big split ring there, which actually just splits up the middle. You can kind of force that apart, but I wouldn't use that. It's too large for my liking. I would be using just this little split ring here, which we can pop on. We've got a split ring on the back there, and that would just happily sit on your keys. And obviously we know these things are super sharp. You know, it's a craft knife, so we've probably all used one of those before, and even if you're not happy with the blade that comes with it, you can always buy another. If you're going to take these blades off, I would say it's a little bit of a delicate process, that you don't want to cut yourself, because obviously these blades are very sharp, and you can just take it off at the back piece starts to come up, and then what I actually do is just grab some pliers and it pulls straight off. If you want to put it back on, again I use the pliers. You could do it with your fingers, but you know, I do not trust my fingers around hobby knife blades at all. Again, keep it halfway open, because otherwise you won't get it in. You'll hear it click in. You see it goes down at the back there, so it's completely back in, and then it's all back to fully functional again. So yes, you can do that with your fingers, but if you're anything like me, I would use a pair of pliers for sure. Then we have number 2, same box. This one is called the Ti-Flex. Very similar, but on this one we have a little tab which you can actually get the whole thing out one-handed. The other one you do need to open like a traditional pocket knife, so you need to grasp the base and then open like so. So it's a two-handed opening. On this one it has in essence a little flipper tab, but it doesn't open the blade all the way because it's not flipping out. This one has a slightly different blade on it. It's a kind of talon shaped blade, but you can buy these blades in all different forms, and I'll put a link up again to the company so you can buy a blade pack if you so wish. And this one's probably a little more useful for kind of doing some scoring work, some art and craft stuff. Same sort of blade, so it comes out in exactly the same way. Again, I would recommend using pliers for that. And these weigh, obviously being titanium, next to nothing at all. Just pop the small clip on the back. Those big ones I think are meant for like putting all your keys on. I've obviously got a keychain already, so I don't need to use those. And again, you can see how diddy these things are. Very, very small and wee, very cute indeed. The Falcon, which is the straight one that you need to open with two hands, and the Ti-Flex, which is the one-handed opening. I actually prefer this one just because of the ease of use. Nice and easy to get open, and that thing there, that little flipper tab, will actually sit nicely in front of your finger, and that will in effect stop this thing from closing on you, because it's obviously got to go past your finger in order to close. So it's got a bit of a safety device on it as well. Again, tremendously sharp. Just cutting through that card, no problem. Really, really handy little thing to have with you. I lose count of the amount of times I often need something, even if you get like a seriously difficult packet to open. If you buy one of those things in blister packs from the shops, like a little battery or a SIM card or something like that, they come in these blister packs. They're impossible to get open, and something like this would be absolutely ideal. You can just have it on your keychain, open up your blister pack, stick it away, and it's so light you won't even know you had it. Now these are between $40 and $50. They're actually on offer at the moment. I think they're about $10 off of each one. I think they're usually $49.99 and they're down to like $39.99 on one of them and $45 on the other, so there's about $5 off that one. That is a fantastic price given that these are titanium. They are super functional, they are incredibly well engineered. You would pay sometimes $150, $200 for titanium tiny little EDC items. That's not unusual at all. So we're a good deal cheaper than that. These are definitely affordable, and I would highly recommend you guys check them out. I hope to be bringing you more stuff from Titaner in the future. I call them Titaner. I don't know if they're Titaner or Titaner. Someone probably tell me in the comments. But they've got some really cool little things. They have some dinky little measuring wheels, all kinds of cool titanium things, pens. They look really awesome. Just waiting for the new run of those to come out, and we'll check one of the pens out as well. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys like these things. They are super cute, super wee. If you're into that kind of stuff like I am, definitely buy one. These are awesome. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll catch you next time.